guys, welcome to another video of me driving around. In this one I'm just gonna be briefly talking about winters here. It's still winter months right now, but you might have seen another video where I passed through here maybe 1 month ago or somewhere close to that, and now you're seeing what it looks like. It's so the weather is inconsistent. Like when I was I'm 31 years old now. When I was like 10 years old or 12 or around there, it was always like snowy on the ground, and it wasn't really melting like it does really often nowadays. Like we're in February right now, and usually it was like the coldest month. February and January were typically like the worst months of winter for us in Quebec. Keep in mind, don't mistake Canada for Quebec. In general, Canada is so big that there's a lot of different temperatures and times where it's colder at some places than others. It's such a big country that don't take my word for the rest of Canada. I'm talking specifically about the province of Quebec. So keep that in mind. Like right now, I could bike around and stuff, but we've seen in the city right now. I'm in the city, Montreal, on the east side of it. So it's a bit more countryside, I would say. It's not really the case, but it doesn't have like the downtown vibe and stuff. But here, like, I could bike around without any really problem right now. It's like 0 degree outside. Yesterday it was like 5 degrees. That's rare for a February or January. We had these temperatures like all month last month. Like it was going, like we had like I did a couple videos where it was like minus 25 with the feels like temperature of maybe minus 45, minus 42. But these lasted only 2 days. No, usually it was like that for like a week, a really rough week. Then it would go back up a bit in temperatures. But now we had like 2 days of like minus 25, and then the day after it was like 0 degrees. It's not something we used to see back in the days when I was younger. It really is changing. I guess people are saying like it's climate change and stuff like that, but I think it's just like the nature of things. Like it cannot be the same for like decades, you know. The earth is changing and things are moving around, and like nature is it's its own thing, I guess. Even if there was no climate change and pollution and stuff like that, there would still be changes. And they said that they've just been saying that it's coming faster and closer than we think, because we are like accelerating the process, I guess, by polluting. But I don't know. I'm not worried about this, to be honest. Like, I don't have kids either, but not to be selfish or anything. If I ever have kids one day, we're gonna deal with it. I mean, I don't really, I'm not against changes and to make it better and more eco-friendly, I'd say. I'm not really against that. It's just that I'm not really worried about the situation as much as other people would be, maybe. I just like to do these talking videos and also practice my English. My English is not really good, but that's a good excuse to like practice and talk to you guys a bit. And maybe like start like a series of these. Maybe if you guys have some subjects I could talk about, or maybe anything. If it's not something I don't know about, I could maybe like do some research on the subject and maybe have a bit of information so I can like talk about it a bit more instead of sounding stupid. But this subject is something I know well. I've been living here for all my life, basically, around this neighborhood also. So for me, I've seen the changes and what it's really about. My phone's at, I think, 6 minutes or something like that. It will probably overheat. I've noticed most phones overheat when you just record for too long. I guess they just put so much power into these phones and don't think really about cooling for long-term usage like this. Especially maybe if I was recording in something less than 4K, it would be a bit less hard on the phone. I know. Let me know about what's the situation with weather where you live, guys, and if you live also in the same province as me, or maybe same country. Let me know what it's like. But here it's getting warmer and warmer, clearly, and more. For me personally, it's more enjoyable. But it can also lead to like really like mixes of temperature, because it's cold and warm, and there can be a lot of hail and freezing rain, stuff like that. So that's one of the negative sides of having of living in a place where it's warmer and warmer, I guess. This place is beautiful. It's like, it doesn't look like I'm in a big city, but it's a huge park that is like protected, I'd say, and you can do activities there and stuff for winter. And it's in the city. It's a huge park. You don't feel like you're in the city, but you are. So that's great, I think. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video, and thank you for watching. Feel free to comment, like. Let me know what's your situation or whatever. Anyway, you guys know I reply to pretty much all comments, as long as it's a feedback or something positive, not really insulting or disrespectful. Peace, guys.